Much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Toss play to Chubb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Great.
On second down, here's Wentz. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing we do know he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A give. This is Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third down, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
3 down. There we go. Back man.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Run. There we go. Back man. 180.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now a carry for White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on now, let's go.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Come on now, let's go. Hey, empty. Go. Waiting.
Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Come on now, let's go. Black, come on.
Now Wentz on third down. He's got Curse. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go. Waiting.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wentz again. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
No, check, Patriot! Gone!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
82, 82. Sunday.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up.
82,
now
82.
we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
81. Go. Blue 80.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tanner Vallejo coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Browns getting set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit! Detroit!
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
kick 47. This one looks good as well. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Gywu. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hurry up, here we go.
And again, it's Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Browns have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's got his man on the crossing route. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jermaine Kearse, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They pitch it to Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Straight 15, straight 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Lefty, lefty. Got three down. There we go, back man. 280. What's your touch?
Now a toss play. This is White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back man. 20. 81. Hey, stat. Black.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Go. 82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Grade 15. Black, come on.
Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gone! Gone! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone! Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Great. Ram.
Back to throw. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Throwing now is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Ram. Hey, stop. There we go. Back there.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Please. 82. Please.
Wentz to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams